Fala galera, vindo na área aí, estamos hoje com um clássico, gente. Alan Wake 2, sim, é a sequência do Alan Wake 1, aquele clássico do Play, cara. Bora pra essa gameplay. Se você é novo no canal, já me segue aí, segue também na Twitch, ativa o sininho e bora passar dentro comigo. Tamo lá, gente. Vamos no novo jogo. Pra quem não sabe, eu comecei a jogar esse jogo numa época, porém eu perdi todos os saves, aí ficou perdido. Hoje volto novamente, acabei zerando alguns outros jogos como Silent Hill, Dead Space, Resident Evil, acabou ficando esquecido. Mas voltamos às origens, é um jogo espetacular, com bastante puzzle, terror, você tem que explorar bastante coisa nesse jogo. Cara, vem comigo, vamos lá. Novo jogo, vamos na história primeiro, né? Vamos lá.
Back to the beginning.
Mano, que louco,
We
velho.
all come to a story with hopes
Os
and
caras usaram
expectations, looking for
o
an
personagem
answer.
real pra fazer o jogo, mano.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope
Da hora, velho.
without ever knowing the full story.
Galera, eu confundi alguns anos atrás, eu pensei que era o remake, mas não é um remake, né? É uma sequência diretamente do 1.
In a horror
Verdade.
story, there are only victims and monsters.
Só que com gráficos
And
atuais,
the
né,
trick
cara?
is not to end
E
up as either.
o jogo
But
tá
trapped by
muito
the genre,
bonito,
we
cara.
are all ripped to pieces along the way.
O jogo tem muito puzzle pra você resolver, cara. Então você tem como
This
explorar
is not
bastante
the
o game.
story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive.
Eita,
This story is a monster.
Monster.
And monsters wear many faces.
Vixe Maria. Vamos lá. Ó. Passar uma cera quente nessas costas, irmão. Ó. Deus o livre. Ó. O corpo tá quase igual ao meu já. Tá louco, tá amarrado. Vambora. Era rapidinho aqui, só um segundo, tá? Ah, beleza. Voltamos, galera. Às vezes eu esqueço de gravar a gameplay, pô, aí não vai, pô. Vamos lá. Então, gente, como eu disse pra vocês, eu sou novo aqui ainda, né? Eu jogo jogos desde criança, só que essa parada aí de gravar vídeo pra YouTube, pra Twitch, eu sou muito novo nisso daqui. E eu falei assim, cara, por que não tentar, né, cara? Poxa, velho, eu jogo isso aqui mesmo, então é bom transmitir, né, cara? E sim, cara, já fui a outra pessoa também que ficava do outro lado da tela também, vendo as outras pessoas jogar. Eu tô dando uma volta aqui, cara. Principalmente jogo de terror, cara. Sempre tive medo quando era criança. Isso começou desde o Play 1, né? O Resident Evil da vida, Silent Hill. Inclusive, né? Pra quem é novo aí, já tem vídeo novo também lá já. Estamos jogando o Callisto Protocol, o Silent Hill, acabei zerando já, o Silent Hill 2 Remake. Jogaço, galera. Eita, vamos lá, vamos focar então aqui. Eita. Ó, que perfeição que tá isso aqui, cara. Tá muito bonito o jogo, cara. Caminhadinha aí, não vai chegar nunca. Ai, caramba. Ô, cacete. Ai. Ai, caiu, ó, falando pra você, cara. Esse estaiado aí que é louco, cara. Ô, Zulê, guarda. Bora, bora. Essas coisas feias, tá louco, cara. Vai, filho, corre aí, corre. Tá feio o negócio. Ai, caramba! Que isso? Vibração? Ih, salvou o jogo. Eita! Vai sair fora? Bora, bora. Vai correndo. Ixi, estão tirando, cara. Opa, luz. Ah, sai fora. Ai, caramba, rapaz. Ai, corre, 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 filho. Nossa senhora. Fazer zigue-zague pra não pegar eu, ó. Ai, ai, filho. Eu sou o mestre do zigue-zague, vai. Ixi, tem outro ali. Ai, caramba, agora pegou. Ah, o gordão tá correndo bem. Ai, caramba, volta, 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 volta. Já era. Nossa senhora. É a cor. Bande, bora, facada. O cara peladão lá ainda. Que mancada, velho. O piruzão de fora. Ah. O jogo tá bonito.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
E galera, pra quem não conhece aí, cara, acho que um dos detetives
Bye, kiddo.
é o mesmo personagem que fez o Max Payne, cara. Ai, que louco, velho. Só que, cara, aqui tá mais bonito, né, velho? O rosto e tal. É o Max Payne, velho.
Logan thinks you should try cheering
O
up.
cara que fez o Max Payne, que louco, velho.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Ó, lembrei agora.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime
Tá
scene.
bonito o carro aqui, mano.
There's the car, so where's the
Caraca.
deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Convite. E agora, vamos pra onde? Pegar o mapa primeiro aqui, né?
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the tree.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can.
Legal.
Quit your belly aching, Gordon. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Putz.
Federal agents right here, Thornton.
Toma.
My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Nossa, cara tudo amador, velho.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Tem. os
Yeah,
dois.
a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
I mentioned the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Bora lá.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Você pode acessar o quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Isso aqui é da hora, cara, que eu vi.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field
bem
office as a
investigativo esse
model in
jogo,
my
velho.
head.
Que da hora, cara.
The facts are on the board.
Nossa,
Everything
muito da
we
hora,
know
velho.
about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
O quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que saga análise pistas e avance a investigação. Ok. Ah, tá. Posso ir no Control, que é os objetivos. Ah, pode crer. Ok.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Se pausar o jogo,
Let's head
não
down the
pausa,
hill
tá?
to the crime scene.
Bora, então. Ok. Vamos lá, fião. Vamos lá, Max Payne. Tem as coisas que
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs
ele
are
corre
out.
também.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Ah, prodígio, montanha, legal. Vambora, Max Payne.
Fucking nature.
Ô, louco,
Gives
cara.
me
Que
a
é isso?
headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
did not want to swap. No, I'm not getting it.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial
Mas legal, né,
killers
filho?
and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just
Brincadeira.
see this body, shall we?
Cara, até a voz do Max Payne, velho. Eita.
Now,
Investiga a
this is
cena
the
do
scene
crime.
of the crime. We found him
Ó,
on the table. And we
filho
didn't
do
touch
rapaz.
nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Eita, é louco.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
O corpo está...
Ritualistic.
Agora vou ter que acessar agora lá.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Coincidência. Investiga a cena do crime. Ok. Tem que encontrar mais provas, será? Ah, isso são os outros casos. Olha, tudo ator real. Da hora. Tá.
Incised stab wound.
Lesão.
Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Não tem mais nada? Vou juntar as coisas agora. matou me indica que a vítima estava viva ao ser contido, como diz outros casos, tá? É esse aqui? Esse é esse, então. Ué. Ok. Coração e o outro aqui. Beleza.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Isso é uma dedução, conforme você avança na investigação. Ah, então tem mais assassinos, então. Não, mais assassinos não, tem mais vítimas, só que isso daí deu ruim porque não conseguiram finalizar. Investiga a cena do crime e descubra mais sobre a vítima. Ok. Fale com alguém. Tá, vou precisar falar com alguém e encontrar provas. Vamos lá então.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Preciso achar mais pistas. Vê esse bundão aqui. Bundão, e aí?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh,
Eu
and
conheci então.
sisters.
Eu conheci.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together.
Porra, mano, a voz do Max
After
Payne,
his
pô.
partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Tá. Vamos lá então.
Someone was drinking beer.
Quem está
They
bebendo
spent time here,
é o pessoal.
waiting.
São as pessoas que pegaram.
Someone left in a hurry.
Parece que derrubou o tripé.
Knocked the tripod over.
As pessoas que pegaram eles lá,
Was
eu
it for a
acho.
camera?
Tá. Mais casos. E a vítima?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Assassinos? Beleza.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Trazido, né, filho? Tá, vamos ver mais coisas por aqui. Cadê?
Multiple people were here.
Pessoas tiveram.
Multiple killers?
Não, filho.
Large amount of blood on the table.
Sangue na mesa.
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think.
Tá, aqui, os assassinos agora. Fizeram mesmo uma bagunça por aqui. Foi empolgação ou é só trabalho porco?
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers.
Ah, é, pegar.
Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here?
Por quê? Porque agora.
Why now?
Verdade. A vítima veio de
Profiling.
analisar o perfil.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Que da hora, velho. É como se fosse uma habilidade dela. Vamos ver. Usando a intuição, Saga pode analisar o perfil das pessoas relevantes para descobrir pistas novas. Pô, legal, velho.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Esperto, hein? Homicídio. Cara.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Legal, hein? Não tem mais nada. Tá. Tem gente. Aqui. Investiga a cena do crime. Beleza. Tem alguma coisa aqui que não estão vendo, cara. Perfile a vítima. Nada, deixa eu chegar aqui. Acho que
This mug always cheers me up.
tem que ir lá. Ali é o mapa. Boa.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Então, legal.
Casey.
Vamos no mapa, então.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Vambora. Não é um olhado por aí.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
Opa,
It's not that complicated.
por aqui, filho.
Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Tem nada aqui. Poema, pô. Opa. Como balas. Eu acho que tem que ir lá com o rapaz lá, como é que tem, né?
Is that a
Opa.
kid's lunchbox?
Ah, tem a coisinha aqui, ó.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Que da hora, velho. Demorar. Da hora. Bora. Tô aqui, filho. Oh.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anthony.
Ah, voando no X-Men,
Forest can be
velho.
a dangerous place.
Vambora.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks.
Pegadas.
Barefoot.
Que mais?
Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them.
Falam aí, que será?
An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Que loucura, né, mano? Da hora. Isso aqui. Mano, é aqui? Aqui, ó. Aqui em cima. Boa. Ó, tem mais coisa agora aqui, hein? O que ele atravessou, beleza.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Perfil.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Eu já fiz aqui. Opa. Essa coisa aqui.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Ah, tem pegados aqui? Não tinha visto não.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story.
Tem que ir lá no local do crime, tá?
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who.
A voz do
Don't
Max
let
Payne não
it
dá,
drag
velho.
you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Rápido atalho.
Thanks.
Leva o carro.
Let's get the
volte a-
car,
Vambora,
drive
então.
to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Bora, Max Payne. A voz do Max Payne é melhor. Vambora, subir o barranco.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Mano, a voz do Max
Deputies
Payne,
aren't
cara, eu não
exactly
aguento,
up to
cara.
the task, but hopefully.
Tá certo.
Nice about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Gente, pra quem não conhece aí, ó, Max Payne, cara, jogaço, viu? Claro que não tem os gráficos de hoje, mas, cara, que jogaço, viu? Um detetive que só se ferra, cara. Coitado dele, cara.
A lunchbox again.
Outra lancheira.
Who's leaving these out here?
Boa. Não abre, não? Max Payne tá acelerado, hein, Max Payne? Bora.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Só subir? Tá pra cá, deixa eu ver.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Ah, não, vamos nesse carro aqui? Ah, verdade. É, FBI, não tem carro de polícia, pô.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Caraca, hein, mano.
The diner's just up the waterfront.
Bonito
Shouldn't
jogo,
keep
hein?
the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there.
Não precisa ir. Real que temos é lanchonete.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Lanchonete na onde? Cadê eu aqui?
Not enough. That's how much.
Oh dear. You.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Porra,
Welcome to Bright Falls.
homem de gelo aqui, pô.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Homem de gelo do X-Men tá aqui, pô.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people
Aí, Zé,
besides the known victims go
é o
missing?
do vídeo lá.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True
Ó,
crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here.
Alan
and started
Wake,
at the
pô.
lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
sei.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Man, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying.
Ah, acharam alguma
That's all.
coisa aí, velho. Acharam alguma coisa aí, vamos analisar. Acharam alguma coisa aí, cara. Perfil.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Ok, bate casa primeiro. Mancheira.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Aceita, filho.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Acabou agora.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Saga Anderson.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
Pô, a filha dela, pô.
She drowned.
Ô, louco.
Your daughter.
Ixi, a mulher doidona também, né?
That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
A mulher tá doidona, filho. Bora. Valeu, 2. Examine o corpo e vá à delegacia.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Bora.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Salve, cachorrada.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss.
Yeah, salve.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
O Legista está fora, ela que vai examinar.
I'll be right with you.
Cê é
This is
zica
the Bright
mesmo, hein?
Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Eita, umas bugadinhas aqui que andam junto.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Ó. Sou qualificada, fi.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Faz sentido.
This looks like text.
Sem palavras.
A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Vamos investigar.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Vamos lá. Algo a descobrir no corpo. Coração primeiro, né? Estadual, algo a descobrir no corpo. Causa da morte. Aqui.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Será que tem alguma coisa no peito dela, será? Ah, meu Deus do céu, vai mexer não, cara. Eita, viado. Cê é louco, mano.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Ih, caramba, tô até vendo.
No, wait!
Ô, louco!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Tá real mesmo. Ei, caramba! Opa, mano. Caramba, o velho levantou ali, possuído, filho. Jesus, esse é menino, Jesus! Jesus quebrado. Nossa senhora. Tá matando lá, filho. Vai, filho, levanta, levanta, levanta.
Could not see into bright light.
Ixi, Maria. Eita.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon.
Fica perto da
Paige
luz,
said to
cara.
get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Olha ali, ó.
He can't see me in the light.
Acho que ele não enxergou na luz, ó.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Go!
Vai morrer, o diabo!
Vanished.
Porra! Interessante, hein, mano? Porra. Trilha sonora top também, hein? Posso pular, será? Tem um cutscene, será que tem? Pular, velho. Essa música, só acho.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just
Disappeared.
disappeared. What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Galera, pra quem quer acompanhar o final desse jogo aí, a gente vai estar transmitindo lives, tá? Na minha Twitch, então a gente vai encerrar por aqui esse gameplay. É mais ou menos para apresentar para vocês o começo do jogo. Como qualquer outra pessoa às vezes faz, eu não vou dar sequência por enquanto aqui, mas a gente vai estar na Twitch, né, de segunda, quarta e sexta. Vou estar atualizando vocês tudo certinho. Então se você gostou do vídeo, dá um like, se inscreve no canal, ativa o sininho e siga a gente na Twitch, beleza? Para você acompanhar essa história. Valeu, gente, tamo junto! Valeu!